Hello, Reformers, and welcome back to Blood Bowl 2. Now, when we left off, we had just fought another team, and we now have the Lizard Men up next. Now, as we can see here, we do have 2 units available to level up. One of them is actually a lineman, our first lineman to make it to level 2, and we're going to be getting him probably block if we can, so let's roll the dice and see what we get. Yes, I believe block will definitely be the way to go. That seems like a very solid skill, at least on a unit that has no prior skills as well, so that's very nice. And now I think I have a very good idea about what skill the Black Orc should take. And let's just take a look and see what we roll first, of course. Okay, nothing really to write home about there. Now, we could get Mighty Blow, but in this case, I'm going to be taking Tackle, because what we want to do is we want to absolutely murder all of the skinks that we are going to be fighting in just a moment. And before we do anything else as well, what we want to do is get one more reroll with our 120,000 gold, and hopefully at some point, once we have, yet again, 110,000 or above, we will be purchasing a troll and trying that out as well. I felt it was a little more important to get the 4th reroll than it was to get a troll, because we do currently have a very stable team. Maybe apart from one of the linemen, could probably replace one of them for a troll, but we're going to see how that goes. So, now we have a pretty high team value, but as we know, that literally means nothing. So, let's just head inside and see what these amphibians have for us. So, let us start the match, just making sure we have the right team selected there. And yes, we have literally nothing to go for. Are they going to be buying anything? It doesn't appear as though they are going to be buying anything. Well, that is a relief, because if they had purchased a star player or something, then we would have been in a little bit of trouble, because, well, a Lizard Men team with a star player would have been a lot of trouble to deal with, but thankfully enough, we are pretty good. And it appears as though we are in their stadium as well. They have a Croxigore. That is going to be a little bit worrisome, considering we do not have a big guy, but I think we should be fine. We should be okay. Let's just see how it goes. And the Goblin referee is taking the role. Oh, okay, so we are going to be... what should we do? Should we receive the ball? I think we might want to receive the ball. Yeah, let's receive the ball. Why not? We might actually be able to do something here. They do have a star player. As you can see, they have a star player skink who appears to have the stab ability. Oh my. Okay, well, that's going to be quite worrying. They have 4 skinks, a Croxigore who is level 1, so he is not too damaging, but he does have Mighty Blow, and obviously they have a lot of Saurus here. How many of them? Well, 6 obviously, but they all have different abilities as well, so they do not have block. Only one of them has block, so we should in actual fact be very happy about that. And let's see what's actually going to happen here. Well, Morglak is going to have to take a lot of damage right here, I think. Or is he? No. We're going to be moving, let's see, moving this guy over here, I think. And we're going to try and have a nice, stable front line as much as we can, at the very least anyway. And that should be it. Yes, well, we have our thrower back there. Thankfully enough, he is included in the initial lineup. And let's see here. Okay, is everyone else here? Yeah, that appears to be the case. So let us confirm. And we'll see where they actually kick. Hopefully it will land very close. All players may move into one adjacent square. Oh, okay, let's be moving our thrower in that direction. Let's move Watbum in that direction as well. And I suppose we will move our blitzers one step forward too, just to make sure that we have a little bit more movement available. One of them, well, 2 of them are actually injured when it comes to movement speed, so need to make good use of our movement allowance right here. And I think that's actually all we're going to do right now, so let us confirm that. And oh, that was unfortunate. He actually did get the opportunity to catch, but unfortunately enough, it appears as though, well, Sure Hands did not do what is intended, but of course, yes, he didn't even pick up the ball. He was basically catching it, and he doesn't have the catch skill, so yes, there we are. That is the reason for that. So let's just see what's going on here. Okay, so we have one. Okay, there we go. That's much better. We can get 2 dice block against this guy. We're going to actually take that. There we go. That sounds very nice. Now, we're going to be pushing him probably over here. Okay, we're not getting any injuries. Obviously, these guys are not going to take any injuries. Very, very unlikely that is going to happen. So let's just see what happens with this guy. Okay, another nice roll here. I think we're just going to push him ahead this time. And let's see what happens. Oh my, yes. Something not very good. We're going to try to take down the Croxagore because he's going to be quite difficult to deal with otherwise. And I think it would be rather nice to take him out, at least... Oh yeah, there we are. At least like this. There we go, thank you very much. Okay, so I was hoping for something like a stun, but obviously he does have a very high armor value. And of course we do now want to move one of our blitzers over here. And another blitzer here. And this is where it gets a little worrying, because what we can try to do, which is unlikely, is try and blitz their star player, but it doesn't seem as though that's going to happen anytime soon. So instead, I suppose we will just move one of our other blitzers there as well. We're just going to mark most of them, to be honest. That's pretty much all we're trying to do right now, and then we will be absolutely fine, hopefully. So, yes, I do know we haven't also used our blitz either, so that's a little bit unfortunate, but we are hopeful that we'll be able to, there we are, pick up the ball, and then make our way over here. I'm going to move Watbum into a good position here as well. Hopefully we will be able to get Watbum over here so that he can maybe catch, maybe in the enemy's zone near their touchdown line, because that would be just fantastic if we could actually throw it, and then... obviously, the inevitable catch it. Yes, that would be wonderful, wouldn't it? Because our thrower does have pass. So, yes, there we are. And the Croxagore is having difficulties getting up as well with Bonehead. That is wonderful. I absolutely adore it when it happens, for the enemy team at least. Now let's see what's going to happen here. Of course, he's actually going to get a push. That's wonderful. Very nice. Oh, he's actually pushing it into the tackle zone of our other... guy here. That's probably because of this. Yes, this particular skink is wanting to cause some trouble for us. And oh my, unlucky for him. Look at that. That was very unlucky. Goodness me, that's exactly why I moved our blitzers there, because they have block, of course. That is wonderful. Okay, so now let's see here. Okay, who has... there's the guy that has tackle, so we need to be a little bit careful here. Let's see what we can actually do. Okay, so... yeah. Okay, we are going to, unfortunately, have to maybe not even bother to attack. Maybe not even bother. Okay, we're not even going to bother to attack, and instead we're just going to move over here with our thrower, Mocknick. And we're also going to be moving over in this direction with Watbum. And he's going to get a 67% chance to dodge. He should dodge it. Yes, there we are. Stunty, thank you very much. That's helping out quite a bit there. And we're now going to try to deal some damage to this skink. And that's not going to work either way, so I suppose I will just use it to push him back. There we go. And now let's deal some damage to this. Oh, wow. I was actually hoping I could deal damage to that guy, but apparently that is not going to happen. Wow, they are very, very hard to eliminate here because they all have 4 strength. And I know our Black Orcs have 4 strength, but they are in the tackle zone of others and all of that kind of thing. So let's just try and push them over this way. Try and get them a little bit further away from our good players here. And we're going to try and... I didn't really want to blitz with a Black Orc, to be honest, but maybe we have to right now. Might be the only option. Can we do this? Nope. We're not going to be able to do that. No, we have pretty bad rolls across the board right now. So I'm going to blitz with a 1 dice. I know, that doesn't sound great, does it? But we did get a good result out of it. Even though it's not going to give us much, it is going to move us in position to hopefully destroy this star player in the next turn. Hopefully, anyway. We'll see. And we're going to take the last risky roll. Oh, actually, the last risky roll is not there any further, unfortunately enough. We have moved one of the other units into position, so they are now preventing that from happening. Okay, well, nevertheless, we're going to keep that blitzer there, because obviously he is keeping that Saurus pretty well marked. And this skink is actually doing some very strange movements right now. I would have thought that he would have gone immediately for our thrower, but yes, as skinks have 2 strength, they are not going to be able to take our thrower on one-on-one, which is wonderful. So we're just going to see how this goes. Otherwise, yes, the star player is attempting to stab our black orcs. That is not very nice of him, is it? No. Okay, so he was able to get a defender stumbles there. Unfortunate. Very unfortunate indeed. And, oh, yes, there's dodge and stunty for the skinks right there. I am just so hopeful that I'll be able to get some of my tackle units up to their skinks, and we'll see who's boss then, of course. We will definitely see who's boss then. And let's just see what happens here with all of this pushing going on. Oh, yes, of course he got defender down. That's unfortunate. Okay, well, we can only hope for no injuries, really. That's pretty much all we can hope for right now. Now, let's just see here. Okay, so where is my tackle? Ah, there's the tackle guy. Okay, we're going to be standing Grallop up. And let's see, what can we do here? We can do 1 dice. We can do 2 dice against that, of course. We're not going to be taking on the Kroxigor anymore, unfortunately enough. We can get up Srinail. And we're going to see what we can do here. Not much, in actual fact. Not much at all. We could blitz this guy. Okay, so let's see. The plan is kill this. Okay, that's not going to work. Yeah, that's a both down. Well, that's unfortunate. I was hoping we could actually take this guy out and then move this guy over here, blitz this, and then we'd have an opening for our thrower to run all the way through, which would be pretty wonderful. But unfortunately, that appears not to be the case right now. So, in other words, we're going to have to do this. And we're going to try and push him. I know he's going to... Oh, he actually sidestepped in the right direction. That's wonderful. That's very nice. Okay, so now we actually have a free path all the way over here, which is very nice indeed to see that. So we can now move over there, and obviously Watbum is going to try to dodge into that tackle zone. So let's just see whether he can do that. And he was able to do that. Very nice indeed. Okay, so he is living up to being a very sneaky goblin indeed. I like that a lot. Now, unfortunately, we are going to have to deal with this huge mess over here. And we're going to be re-rolling that. And thank you very much. That's a good re-roll result. Okay, there we go. Now we have separated them. We should get some better... Wow, okay. We should get some better rolls? No, apparently not. Okay, well, we have blocked with this guy, so if we get both down, we should be fine. Let's just continually take them out. Saurus, even though they have 4 strength, they do move relatively considerable distances. So, yeah, we need to be pretty difficultly trying to stop them. We need to just continue hammering them down. And, okay, so the lineman is there as well. And it appears that's all I can do. So let's just see what happens now. This is not a very secure cage at all. As you can see, this skink has now come into range. But the good thing about that is that we can hopefully then try to eliminate it, maybe with a blitz from Watbum or something along those lines. Oh wow, that guy's actually trying to blitz immediately. And of course he would get a very lucky roll there. That is an exceptionally lucky roll for a 1 dice. But at least it went in the other direction. That's great. And now he's using Bonehead, of course. He is getting a Bonehead proc, should I say. And now that... Wow, he's actually using Loner as well. They actually tried to re-roll that. That is... Wow, very risky indeed. I would not have done that. Not with a Kroxigor, at least. Every unit with a Loner is a huge gamble when you use a re-roll, but I suppose it can work, and has worked for people in the past, but you just have to be pretty lucky about it. Now, let's just see what happens here. Okay, they are just pushing right now. Nothing to worry about. Ah, that is something to worry about, though. A stumble. Yes, that's not great. Okay, so, yeah. First off, we are going to be getting this guy up. And We're going to be getting our thrower up as well. I would love to get over there, but as you can see, 67% chance to dodge and 67% chance to pick up. That's actually amazing. We might actually want to do that. And we did it. Oh, yes. Yes, we did. So, yeah, Whatbum's never going to catch that. That is really unfortunate, but we can move this guy over here. Okay. I know what you're thinking. Why are you moving him there? Well, yes, the reason is the Croxagore has prehensile tail, and I would never be able to get away from him if he stops having Bonehead. Because when he has Bonehead, apparently his tackle zones are disabled. So, is that correct? Yes, that is actually correct. As you can see, we can move our lineman now, which is absolutely wonderful. So, if we wanted to, we could blitz this skink, which we are not going to do. We're just going to move this guy here. And we're going to try to tackle the star player, if we can. Yes, there we go. That's exactly what we wanted to see. Of course, he's going to sidestep that way. And I'm still hoping that... Yes, there we are. That's a nice stun. Okay, so I was hoping for a little bit more than that, of course. I was hoping for an injury. We need to take him out pretty soon. Ah, we actually have Grallop here as well. That's wonderful. So we can actually blitz this other skink. Let's hope for a defender down roll. That would be wonderful. Okay, never mind. That's actually still pretty good. Yeah, it's wonderful. Still, no injuries from the skinks just yet. Unfortunate, but we will have to deal with it. We could get a 1-dice roll from Whatbum against this guy, which might actually give us a good result, but I don't really want to waste a reroll on that. Even though it could actually pay off quite well. So should we try it? I don't know. Okay, well, let's try a 1-dice here first. That is a both down. Okay, let's try a reroll on that, and let's get a push. Okay, that's actually a little better, because now we can disrupt a little bit. Okay, so this Black Orc has block, and then of course he does get pushed, doesn't get both down or anything like that. But we are keeping them all locked down. Unfortunately, I am pushing them in pretty bad directions right now, but nothing really to worry about, because we are keeping them away from the action, which is exactly what we want to do. Now, the only problem I'm having right here is the fact that Whatbum is not in a very good position, and what we want is this Croxagore to get a Bonehead proc once again, because if he doesn't, he is going to absolutely murder our thrower. So let's just see what happens here. Now, this skink is actually coming after us. That is really quite amusing, considering Whatbum could probably murder him quite well. Oh yes, thankfully enough, the Croxagore does not have Frenzy, so he is not going to be able to roll again on that. That is absolutely amazing. That's great. But as I stated, he does have prehensile tail, so he would be able to effectively cut our dodge chance down to maybe 50%. I'm actually not too sure on the percentages right now, but if it is 50 or 33%, then we may as well, yeah, just really hope and cross our fingers right there. Now let's see what they're going to do with our Black Orcs. They're just going to push them around a little bit. We do really need to free up this Blitzer as well. Morkost really needs to get over and kill some skinks. That would be just amazing for him to do that. Now let's just hope that we don't see any other injuries on our side right here. Oh, that was a very nice roll from him. Ah, okay, well that's going to be unfortunate. Oh, okay. It appears nothing really happened there. Oh yes, that's wonderful. That is amazing. I love it when they get both down. Oh yes, I really do. That is amazing. Okay, so now the one thing that they are doing here is they are definitely wanting to kill Whatbum, which is really quite unfortunate. Ah yes, very, very unfortunate indeed. I would be pretty irritated if he was killed, because even though he is an atrocious ball carrier, because obviously he is terrible at picking up the ball, I would really like to see him gain an additional level. It would be quite nice. So let's just see if I can actually eliminate this guy. Yes, I'm going to get a both down there, take out that guy, and still no injuries. Wow, very impressive. And then we are going to be attempting a blitz with the Black Orc down here, or up here, should I say, and we're going to apparently fail the go for it roll, so we're going to re-roll that. 83% chance. Okay, that worked. That's good. And now, unfortunately, we have a both down, so I'm going to have to push this guy over in this direction here. Wow, that is really quite bad luck. And now we only have a 1 dice? Are we serious? Okay. I would have expected, considering we had the Black Orc there, that that would be improved. But obviously, maybe that is not the case right now. Unfortunately, yes, this guy is now right against the edge there as well. That's not good. Okay. Okay, so that guy's down. What can we do here? So how much chance? 50% chance. Okay, that's not actually that bad. So what if we do something like this? Yeah, okay. And now what if we do this? Can I? No. Something like this? 50% chance to dodge? Let's do it. Yep, there we go. We actually got out of there. That was incredibly lucky. Oh my goodness. Very, very lucky and somewhat risky. Very risky, in fact. Okay. So right now, we seem to be okay. I'm going to take the 1 dice against this guy, and I get attacker down. Of course I do. Now he's probably going to get injured. No, he didn't get injured. Okay, that's wonderful. So, yeah. He is down, but we are going to be able to hopefully eliminate those 2 skinks with the Black Orc, and hopefully Watbum will not get blitzed as a result. Now this guy's going to use jump up and get a very good roll there. Oh, we can actually choose. Ah, well that's unfortunate because it basically doesn't matter either way. So I would like Defender Stumbles, I guess, because that moves him a little bit. Oh no. Okay, he got stunned, and now where's the ball going? Okay, the ball's over there. That's actually not bad if we can... Okay. And this is exactly the reason why I was dreading the lizard men. Yes. Okay, well, those are both down there. They both have block, so no problem. Yes, even... yes, of course, it's because he has the star player. The star player is just so incredibly good with all of the skills that they have. Is just, yes. I really wanted to eliminate them very fast with our blitzers, but they are being kept away very effectively with other units distracting them the entire time. So if we do get an opportunity... Oh no. If we do get an opportunity, I would like to be able to murder one. Oh no, please. Okay, wow, he is actually KO'd. That is not good. Okay, we're going to skip that because there may actually be a death at some point, and I really want to try and keep that if at all possible. So let's just see. Okay, we're going to get up Stranail because obviously he just has to keep these guys marked. And we are going to try for a go for it. And no, I didn't want to dodge through that. Why did he... yes, of course. Nope. That was never going to happen. Okay, so what happened there was they showed me a path, and then they changed the path when I confirmed it. That's unfortunate. Very unfortunate indeed. Stab is failing, of course. Thank you very much for failing. I do appreciate that, of course. Now this skink is going to run all the way over here, past these Saurus, and, well, shall we just say, be incredibly fine. Or maybe not. Maybe the Croxagore is going to do some damage here. Okay, he's just going to push. Wow. Okay. Well, that was quick, wasn't it? Yes, the favor of this game went heavily in our favor to begin with, and now it is not going too well. And we do need to eliminate this skink as fast as possible. So who is free? Well, this guy could potentially get free, if at all possible, and, well, we do have a Black Orc that's free, and Watbum is technically free as well, but yes, of course, we do need a player with tackle, if at all possible, so we're going to try to do that. But right now they appear to just be concentrating on knocking down many of our units, as we can see here. Yes, knocking down Stranail now as well. Yeah, they just outgun us, basically, because they have 4 strength units, and then they have running units with dodge and a huge amount of sneakiness, generally. Okay, so let's see here. Well, we'll get this guy up. Stranail needs to get up, and we're gonna try to... Well, we're probably gonna have to try and deal some damage, so... let's see what we can do. Let's try and blitz the star player. Oh, yes, both down. Oh, that's actually not good. Okay. I was hopeful for something else, but he has block. That is really quite disappointing. Okay, well, let's get these guys up. We have no rerolls, of course. So we are probably in a pretty bad spot right now. So let's just move this Black Orc over here. And we're going to be moving Watbum as well. I'm probably going to be moving him here to assist with this Saurus. Hopefully we're going to have enough strength to get a 2 dice. Or at least a 1 dice. So let's take the 1 dice and yes, there we go. We're going to try to free up our Blitzer here. And this Black Orc's actually free. That's actually very nice. So we're going to be moving the Black Orc over here as well. This is the one with tackle as well. Okay, this is good. This might actually work in our favor quite well. So let's see if we can actually deal some damage to this guy. Seems like that could be the case. We might be able to. There we go. And now let's just see. Okay, nothing gonna happen here. And, well, this skink has 8 movement allowance. So if he moves around here, we're probably going to not be able to take him with the Black Orc without rolling some go for it. And as you saw beforehand, Black Orc's not great at rolling go for it, although that fellow's not good at dodging. 67% chance? Wow. It's because we have tackle, of course. Maybe not. Maybe it's not because we have tackle. I'm actually not sure about that. But nevertheless, okay, a push. And yeah, that actually didn't do too much because we weren't next to the ball carrier or anything. Oh, wow, that was exactly where I said. Okay, well, near about where I said. So let's just see whether we can actually make this work. Now, the Croxagore has not marked this Black Orc, although this fellow is now going to be a problem. He is causing a tackle zone, of course, and that's exactly the problem right now. So, what are we going to do? That's the thing. What are we going to do? Yes, of course, he is going to get a defender down as well. And he is going to be able to make it. Just bear that in mind. He is going to be able to make it because he has 1 more roll. Wait a minute, 1 more turn. Aha. Is he going to be able to make it? Because 8 is not enough to make it all the way over here. Not even with 2 go-for-its, as far as I'm aware. So we might be in with a chance of just winning outright just from that. Now, we're not going to be able to reach them. We are definitely not going to be able to reach that ball, so I suppose the best thing to do would be to just attack some stuff, because right now we don't have break tackle, we don't have anything really, and this 33% chance without a reroll is just utterly pointless in my opinion. So I suppose we're just going to blitz this guy and see what... really? And see what happens. Really? Oh my goodness, I cannot believe that they are giving me pushes and attacker downs. That is just exactly like what we usually get. Oh, there we are. Very nice indeed. Okay, so we're going to be pushing this guy over here. And that is a nice injury. Thank you very much. Just before halftime. Very, very good. And that's exactly the reason. Serious concussion. I love it. That's exactly the reason why I love Srenail. He is able to use Mighty Blow, of course. And he is now, well, the Black Orc is within range, but this guy is going to run very, very fast indeed, and hopefully he will not make it, but we'll see. We will see what happens. So let's just try and murder their other units here. Unfortunately, I don't have tackle on this guy, and yeah, it's not going to be able to take him out at all, is he? No, not at all. So instead, we'll just move here with our thrower and try and gang up on many of their other units. Okay, a push. Not really what I was hoping for there. Now let's see, what do we have here? Okay, a 1 dice. And that's attacker down. Okay, well, there we go. That's all of our turns done. Really can't do anything else now. I don't think he's going to be able to make it, to be honest. Ah, he has to run 2 go-for-its. And he made it, of course. Well, there it is. That's all we can do. We had no other way of reaching that particular player, so that is unfortunate. I really did not count on that star player really having such a massive impact on the game, but obviously that is the precise reason why you have a star player. After all, you do have it for a very good reason, and that is, of course, to make a big impact, which it did, so unfortunate. Very unfortunate. And I've just realized that they actually have a huge amount of spare skinks as well, so even if we kill one, it doesn't really matter because... Oh no. Oh, that actually worked in our favor slightly. Yes, it doesn't really matter because, obviously, they have 3 extra. So they can bring on skinks anytime they like, which is really quite disappointing. But, yes, we're just gonna... Oh, maybe that actually means that we have more skinks to murder instead of fewer skinks. So let's try to actually make that a reality in this particular half. We need to be a lot more bashy towards the skinks, to be honest, but they are doing a very good job at protecting them. At least in my opinion. So let's just see here. Okay, defender stumbles, of course. Okay, well, what else can they do here? They're just going to be rolling some blocks. I'm surprised they actually have, well, a 2-dice block against our Black Orcs right now, because obviously they're next to the Croxigor, which is probably making the difference, but they have the same amount of strength, so they technically shouldn't have this much impact. But there it is, nevertheless. Okay, so we actually do have... Let's see here. We do have... Ah, that's unfortunate. I was hoping that we would have a blitzer on that side, but unfortunately not. So we're going to have to run this blitzer over here. Not entirely sure about that, actually. Let's see if we can actually get out of here. 50% chance? Should I take the 50% chance? I think I'm actually going to do that. Yeah, of course. But we are going to be re-rolling. And we are going to hope for a lucky... Yep, there we go. Lucky dodge. Thank you very much. That is exactly what we needed. And now we're going to be moving this blitzer over here, because this skink is definitely going to want to move this way. But I want to murder this one too. So let's try and just get it within range of all of them. And we'll see what we can do. So let's also get this Black Orc into range of the Croxigor. 1 dice, 1 dice. Okay, may as well attack the Croxigor. And let's see what we can do. Okay, so we're going to be pushing him away from the rest of his forces here. And we're going to be taking one of our linemen, because apparently we still have... Yeah, we still have one of them knocked out. That is really unfortunate. Well, what can you do? So let's actually see what we can do here. Well, what we have a problem with right now is the fact that we are very far away from the rest of our units, and the rest of theirs, in fact, as well. So we're just going to be moving over here just to give a little bit of solidarity to these units there as well. And I think that's it. So there we go. Let's see how that goes. See what they actually do to deal with that. Now, this guy is definitely going to run down the left side, because he has a free run all the way over here. But he's... he's making a crucial error. He is making a big error, although he is actually, yes, now moving another skink into range. So there is that definitely to deal with. Obviously, they are making a very, very solid cage. Yes, of course they are. So, in other words, we're going to have to murder our way through it. Oh, yes, we're going to murder our way through it. And, of course, we are... Oh, my. Really? Okay, that's a little unfortunate for him, getting a both down when we have block. Well, that's what you get, I suppose. That's what you get for attempting to blitz us. How dare you. Okay, so let's just see what can we do. Okay, we're going to get this blitzer up real quick. And we're going to be moving this guy over here. I know it's moving into 2 tackle zones, but I really just want to mark this guy as much as possible. So we're going to be rolling against this. How is it that I am always unlucky with pushes and attacker downs? I have no idea, but nevertheless we're going to be going this way. And let's see. Okay, so... Okay, let's do that. Okay, that's as best as I can get right now, and then we're going to be moving over here. I know I'm moving into more tackle zones, but we just want to mark this guy as much as possible. Try and make it impossible for him to get out. And let's see here. Okay, so if I move this here, am I going to be able to take on this Croxigor? Kind of. Yes. Kind of is the best I can do, apparently. So let's just see if I can actually blitz one of these Saurus. It seems as though that is kind of happening, but even so, Srinail could have luck with Mighty Blow. But then again, he could not, and he could just get a push. which of course is the way of things apparently. Not entirely sure what's going on with the pushes nowadays, but nevertheless, let's try our very best. Oh, both down. Okay, well that's the best I could get, I guess. And we actually injured him. Okay, that's wonderful. There we are. We actually injured one of their Saurus, and wow, they are going to miss the next game, which is wonderful. So if we do fight them at some point in the future, then that would be great to obviously, well, weaken one of their players at least, and the other guy is also injured, so that's rather good too. Now, he is targeting our linemen, probably not the greatest idea, but obviously I suppose it's the best opportunity for them right now. Yes, they are of course breaking up our cage that we had slightly formed around their ball carrier, and wow. Okay, that guy's actually now just gotten up. Okay, well that's wonderful, isn't it? He attempted to stab us but failed. Now, what is this guy going to do? Is he going to do anything? Because we do... oh, that's good. That's actually not good for us, because he's going to push us away. But it's good that he didn't roll anything bad for us, obviously. So we are still able to murder this skink when we so choose. Now, we do need to get Watbum over there as well, because he is just, frankly, very, very bad in combat. But we will be able to get him over there. So if we do get the ball, then we are going to make good use of it. Now, let's just... Really? No! Wow, that was really lucky. Okay, Croxicle getting double defender down. No long-term effect. Okay, we're going to have to skip that. Just in case we get someone dying. Really? That's the only way we're actually going to prevent people from dying, and we only have one apothecary, so going to try and save it for... well, some bad occasions here, obviously. So let's move this guy over here, and let's see what we can actually do. Okay, 2 dice, thank you very much. And a push, of course. We are going to get another push, of course we are. Double push, in fact. Yes. Well, that's not great, is it? Okay, so let's just see here. Okay, we're going to try to eliminate this guy. Thank you. Oh, there we go. That's what I'm talking about. We are talking about defender down. And we are also talking about a KO. Of course we are. Thank you. Okay, that is actually very nice. I like that a lot. So now we can do something very nice, in fact. And we can actually walk up to this skink with Mighty Blow Srenail with Tackle and deal some considerable damage. Well, it's better than nothing, I suppose. Both down. Why not? And he's KO'd. And we can now pick up the ball that flies out of his hands. No? No? We're not going to be doing that? Okay, apparently not. He is now, unfortunately, over there. 33% chance to pick up. Never going to happen, but we can now try and murder this skink as well. And we are going to be successful in that endeavor, hopefully. Okay, no such luck. But... okay, so let's move here. Nope, that's going to be a dodge. Okay, so let's move here instead. Okay, so this thrower is probably going to want to... Oh no, I don't want to mark the Croxicle with our only thrower. That's never a good sign. Okay, so instead we're just going to have to... I actually don't know. We're going to support this Black Orc, I suppose. We're going to support this Black Orc with a little bit more strength, and then Watbum is going to... I actually have no idea what he's going to do. Shall we just be silly with him and go through the Croxigor's prehensile tail? No, probably not a good idea. So let's just move him over there. Let's cause the Croxigor to think, ooh, that's lunch. And obviously, yeah, Watbum might actually die as a result of that, but do I care right now? Maybe. Not entirely sure. I'd like to win the game. Ah, never mind. Okay, so apparently he is ignoring Watbum because he thinks he is just as useless. I mean, what? No. Of course not. He is not useless at all. He's able to do all kinds of things, like fail to pick up the ball 3 times in a row. Yes, of course. But nevertheless, he is actually not bad. And, oh yes, that's exactly what I like to see. Now, they are going to re-roll that? No. They're not going to re-roll, and he was injured. That is actually quite amazing. I'm not entirely sure why they did not re-roll that, but maybe it was a very low percentage chance. We have no way of knowing. But as I say, they do have 3 skinks in reserve, so there's really no reason for them to worry. So let's see what we can do here. Let's try and take out this guy. Yes. That's what we like to see. I really need to get Mighty Blow on our Black Orcs. That would really make a huge difference to how much injury infliction we're able to do. And, okay, so let's see here. We're able to dodge? No, we don't want to dodge into that tackle zone. We would like to take this guy out, however. There we go, thank you. Now we can move in here and we can blitz this skink. And do absolutely nothing, of course. So let's just follow that guy. We are moving into a pretty bad zone right there, but we are going to have to pick up this ball. And who are we going to pick it up with? Well, we're going to pick it up with our thrower. So let's see if we can actually... That's not good. Okay, so what about moving around here? Okay, so this Black Orc's going to go there. And we're going to move here with Srenail. And should I try and pick it up with a Black Orc? Probably not the best idea, is it? So let's try with a 50% chance. 50? Wow. Okay, it is in a tackle zone, obviously, so 50. Wow, there we go. We actually did it. Now we could throw it to what bum? 33% chance. Should I throw it to what bum with a 33% chance? Let's do it. Nope, he failed that. That's unfortunate. Well, nevertheless, it's okay, because they have no skinks near it, and the only skink that is on the field is currently embroiled in 3 tackle zones, so he should have a very hard... Oh, wait a minute, they have their star player. Their star player's still over there. Well, that's unfortunate. Well, nevertheless, we still have a pretty good control on things, and that's exactly what happens in this game. Have you noticed? Have you noticed? I get overconfident, and then I make very easy mistakes. Oh, yes. Well, nevertheless... That's unfortunate. That's pretty bad. Okay. I'm actually wondering whether I should use an apothecary here. I don't think we need to be honest. Let's not use an apothecary here. We still have the opportunity to quite easily... Oh, there we go. He was not able to pick it up either, with a 50% chance. And then they re-rolled, of course they did. Okay, so let's see what's going to happen now. Well, we do have a lot of blitzers, and we are able to quite easily... Well, I say quite easily, but I should say that we should be able to very easily eliminate this guy without any problems whatsoever, but... Yes, unfortunately we both know, or we all know, what that is going to happen. Let's see. Let's see what we can do. Okay, so first off, we are just going to... I'm just going to murder this guy, why not? Let's do it. Okay. I need something better than that. Okay, apparently it didn't listen. It did not listen at all. That's unfortunate. Okay, well, let's see. Let's try and move this guy in here. And now Whatbum is actually going to be here and trying to mark him a little bit better. Now we do have a blitz, and these blitzers are now actually free. So let's see what we can do with a tackle. Oh yes, let's do it. Okay, now we get that, of course. Now we get defender down. Okay, so he's going to sidestep over there, which is just fine. No problem. And he is KO'd, which is exactly what we want to get. That's very nice indeed. Now he's not going to be doing anything, is he? That's wonderful. Now where is the ball going to go? Oh, did we actually... Okay, we actually picked it up. Okay, so unfortunately, I cannot do anything with that guy, and he's right next to a Croxigor. Okay, probably not great, but we're going to be putting... Never mind. Apparently we're not going to be putting anyone over there, because he is still in the tackle zone, and I was hoping he'd be able to dodge out of it, but no such luck. So let's just see what happens now, because if... we have a problem. Ah, no, we don't. We don't have a problem at all. Okay, this is wonderful. So we are probably going to score here, but again, overconfidence could be my undoing. So let's just see what happens. We may see a touchdown very soon, or maybe not anything. So let's just hold our breath and wait and see what happens. Oh, yes, wonderful. Attacker down. Ah, yes, of course. Then he was able to re-roll that. Well, what can you do? Okay, so let's see here. So this guy has most likely a, 50% chance to dodge. Now, we could move Whatbum over here, he has a 50% chance as well. He has the same chance to dodge as a blitzer. But he has stunty, which makes it even better. So let's just see what we can do here. Okay, that's not good. 33% chance to pass, never gonna happen. 50% chance to dodge, might happen. And it did actually happen. Wow. That is really nice. Shall I try and pass this? Yep. He didn't catch it. Now he catched it. Yes. Caught it, even. Okay, I was so excited. Wonderful. Okay, so now we can actually get up some of our players. And we can actually maybe deal some damage before we score, which actually appears to be the case. We are actually going to score. Who would have thought it? Okay. Not bad. Okay, so let's see here. Can we actually do some damage to this guy? Maybe. Yeah, we can get a 1 dice, but yeah, we're just going to get that, which of course is not going to do much. It's just going to turn over the ball. And of course we stunned ourselves. Ah, yes, of course. Okay, so they cannot get to us as far as I'm aware, unless it's with a skink. And then we have Srenail, who is defending What Bum. So we should be... Oh, wow, he's actually going to get there. That is amazing. That's exactly what I mean with the Saurus. Oh, okay, never mind. Apparently the go for it roll was not enough. Now a reroll, and is he going to... Well, I was hoping that What Bum would actually be able to score so that he could level up, but apparently that was not going to be. Okay, so he has a 67% chance to pick it up. And he did it, but now he has to roll a go for it. And he did it. Wonderful. Okay, so there you go. What Bum has now leveled up to level 3, which is wonderful. And look at him do his dance. And there we have it. Yes, he's very happy, of course. He did not drop it this time when I obviously did not want him to drop it. That was very, very good. Now let's see. Is any of our... Oh, they are both going to get up. That's wonderful. That is wonderful. Very, very nice indeed. I like that a lot. Okay, so, yes, now we basically just have turn 16 to do a lot of pain. So we're going to actually just move right in here and see if we can do as much damage as possible. We actually need units in the side as far as I'm aware, so let's just see if we can get some over there, like What Bum, and maybe this lineman here as well. And we have 2 linemen now, of course we do. Okay, so let's do that. Now, who else is waiting to come on? Do we have any other players waiting to come on here? I don't think that is the case, because we have 1 injured, so we should have all of our players on the field. And let us continue. There we go. Okay, so let's see. They're going to go for a pretty sparse front line right now, which is quite surprising. But what we want to do is we want to... Oh, yep, nope, there we go. Of course, they did change it. Yes, I thought they were going to. That was a little bit too sparse for my liking, and obviously their liking as well. So, let's see here. Okay, it's their turn first, unfortunately enough, but it will give it, well, it will give the AI a chance to actually move their skinks into murder range. And hopefully that will be the case. Hopefully we will be able to free up our blitzers, and we'll be able to murder one of their skinks. Hopefully. We'll see what happens. Wow, that's a very nice roll there. Hopefully he will not injure Srenail. Nope. Okay, no injuries. That's good. Yes, of course. Okay, so that's actually pretty good right now, because we can use this Black Orc to attack this guy right here, and then we can free up 2 blitzers, or 1 blitzer at least. Yes, there we go. Okay, so let's move him over there. Wonderful. And now we are going to be blitzing. Yes. With tackle. Yes, there we go. That's exactly what we like to see. And I was hoping for an injury, but obviously not to be this time around. Just a stun. That's okay. And now we can use double against this guy as well. Unfortunately, we just got a push, which is okay. We can push him over here. And now let's see. Oh, yes. Okay, no such luck there. That Black Orc does not have block just yet. He will have block soon, though. Nope, we're not going to be taking that. Okay, so let's get up our blitzers here. We have Srenail as well. Probably should have kept our blitzers out of the fight a little bit here, because obviously they are now having quite a few difficulties with eliminating, or should we say getting away from the Saurus. So, yes. That was probably a mistake on my part, but we can actually deal some damage to this guy. Just like that, and now we're getting all the good rolls. Isn't that amusing? At turn 16 we're getting all the good rolls, but it appears as though that is it. That's all I can do. There's nothing else to do because I've already used my blitz, and I pretty much cannot do anything else. So end turn, and there it is. That is a late burst at the very end of the match. Yes, of course. Yes, I am always pretty slow by the looks of things when it comes to scoring. So there we have it. Oh my! Wow, 80,000 in winnings is actually incredible. Very nice indeed. And wow, our thrower actually gained the MVP, which is great, because now he's level 2. So that's wonderful. And we have been promoted to the higher level competition for the next league season. That is wonderful. Very nice indeed. Final tournament. And we are against Orcs. So it's Orc versus Orc combat in the next episode. And so I thank you very much for watching, and I will see you next time.